It's 865 AD, and the great heathen army, led by the sons of Ragnar Lothbrok, are here to invade England and wreak revenge upon the rulers of England. What's up, guys, and welcome back. We're here with some more Dark Ages with the which is for Attila Total War. This is a mod that is kind of like based just after the Attila period. It's in 642 AD, but obviously we're going forward a bit in time, and we are in 865 AD. And like I said, the great armies of Scandinavia have joined together and have made the great heathen army led by the sons of Ragnar, with the likes of Ivar the Boneless, Bjorn Ironside, Halfdan Ragnarsson, and Uber, all leading these armies to war and revenge. So yes, we have a 3v3 here today. We have, basically all of the Viking factions. We have Jotar here in the center, we have Sviar here, and we have Denmark over on the far side here. So we have like all three different Viking factions here today, and facing our three Saxon armies. I was going to use like the East faction that is available, but we decided to just use the Saxon one instead. Even though, yeah, like, I mean, the East one has a few like cool like Anglo-Saxon units, but we decided to use this Saxon one, so they're just as cool looking anyway with their big old axes here. So yeah, if you're enjoying seeing the Attila content at the moment and would like to see some more, whether it's 642, whether it's 1212, whatever, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And as always, guys, can't thank you enough for all the support recently. Keep it up. Yeah, we're getting close to 3,500 subs, and I just can't thank you guys enough for all the support recently. And yeah, so we'll get on with this one. Basically, well, now I guess is all I have to say. So yeah, this one was I was playing as the Sphere army here on this far side. I was playing with a load of my subs in the Discord, and yeah, I decided that I was going to basically go for this this little island here. I haven't made the move yet, but I'm going to go for this island, and I'm going to try and dominate this. You can basically cross anywhere on this map. I will leave a link for this map in the description, this like custom map. It was actually made by one of my subscribers. But yeah, it's a really cool one. You can land just about anywhere on this map. There is like no real river crossing like that just like is going to stop you. So like I was like, oh, there'll only be a few places where you can cross, and we don't want like it just to become a choke point fight. But no, you can cross anywhere. So like there's no point like trying to hold like a certain few points thinking it's just gonna be a normal river crossing, because it's not. It's gonna be like all over the place. But yeah, so some really cool units I definitely keep an eye out for are these Huskarls over here. So yeah, these guys here, these Signes Huskarls, these guys are really elite. They have like they're the most expensive unit in our army. They cost over 800, I think, per unit, which is that doesn't sound like a lot, but for 642, that's quite a lot of money. And yeah, as you can see here, 160 men per unit. This unit is very nice with this big double-handed axe. It's going to do a lot of damage. We have got some normal Huskarls as well over here. These guys are also pretty nasty as well. But yeah, so this this central army, this Jotar army here, is actually probably arguably the most dangerous out of the three armies. I've got some axes here, but these are like just Viking band. They're more of a medium axe unit. They're not like a double-handed axe unit like Jotar's got. So my axes, yeah, not quite as good, but they're still pretty good. And they've got like javies, so that's always great as well. Not javies, but they're actually like throwing axes, which is still really cool. But yeah, I'm going up against this Saxon army over here, and I have no missiles, because like, I mean, the Vikings do have some missiles, but not like a lot. So that's something that we gave the advantage to the Saxons for. They have the missiles, and missiles in this game are pretty damn nasty if used correctly. They can do a lot of damage. You can see these archers are now coming onto the top of this slope here, and they're going to be able to start to rain death onto my first units that are coming in. You can see I've actually got some like sort of berserker units here that are going to go in first. These guys have got no armor, but these guys are really nasty in combat. They've got like 62 attack, something like that. Some really strong. So yeah, I'm going to send them forward basically instantly. I'm going to try and get them involved in some fighting. Over on the other side, on the right hand side, you can see that the Denmark army is also going to be kind of fighting over this like these islands here, this kind of island off to the right, and maybe also a little bit on this left hand side. They actually have got some archers. They've got some very light bows, so they will be able to skirmish with the Saxons if they want. And yeah, in the center, Yotar is kind of almost going to be fighting in the river itself, which you can do, which is really cool. But yeah, here we go. The first clashes are underway. The Vikings are in, and those berserkers are already in combat, and they are going to be doing a lot of damage. I'll probably do some slow-mos at points, because just so we can get like a full idea of what's going on across the entire battlefield. But yeah, men are already going berserk. As you can see, these berserkers, they're already wrecking these spear folk here. It's a pretty decent like spear unit. It's like the middle tier one, but they're not going to be able to stop berserkers, it would seem. And there you go, they've been broken already, and they're going to go into the axes now. The berserkers into the axes, and I think the axes should be able to deal with these berserkers quite nicely. Yeah, they are in, and you see the berserkers probably going to start to lose this one a little bit. But I also have a little flanking force coming on around here. You can see they've actually sent in their berserkers on this side. Don't know why the Saxons have berserkers, but we thought, why not? Let them have them. If they want them, they can have them. I guess they're kind of like the Huskarls for them. They kind of probably fight to the death. But yeah, we've got some. These are some pretty good swords in here as well, and they're getting like messed up by those berserkers down there. And even goes some more infantry on this side. This is just like their mainline infantry. These swordmen here. This is their main infantry that they have in most of the armies. Do a bit of slow-mo for a moment just so you can get an idea of what's going on. Over on this side, I'm actually breaking again the spear folk here, but I am losing a lot of men. My axes here are just getting overwhelmed by the like more superior shock like that the Saxons have here. My like medium axes are just not up to the match. You can see a lot of them getting decapitated right now. So that is a bad thing to be seeing. My ally is now engaging on like this left flank, and again he should have a lot of success with these spear folk here. But I mean, he's a herdman, so these are pretty lower tier stuff. Over in the center, you can see that we have like a few isolated fights going on. We can see like some swordmen in combat here against the Viking swords. No like major pushes. You can see that these medium axes that are getting focused down by like javies and all sorts of other stuff, like archers and stuff. Watch them going in. So you look at the javies, they're just going to come flying in, doing a lot of damage to these unprotected axemen. And they're actually going to go in, and the javies are falling back, and they're going to go into the swords with the axe, into the spears, sorry, with these axemen, and they're getting like destroyed by the spears. Really weakened by those javies. I don't think this axe unit's going to do too well. Who knows? Who knows? Actually, it is. It's still wow. The spears are still losing decisively to this axe unit. It shows how nasty axes are in this game. You can see a major flank going on around here with the axes. They're going for, I mean, we've got some light axes here, actually. I think these guys are like, I thought they were like berserkers, but they're not. And then over on this side, you can see that I'm already breaking some of these axe wigan, but I need to start sending stuff in here because these swordsmen are just about to clean up my berserkers. The final few are left. But it's looking fairly even on my side at the moment. I'm kind of losing this flank here, but I'm starting to win on the right. Oh, well, the right in the perspective of the Saxons. The general already going in here for the Saxons. So just going to slow-mo again, I think, just to get an idea of what's going on. They look glorious. Glorious as ever. I do love this mod. 642 is a really, really cool mod. We've done quite a few like cool Viking scenarios for it. But yeah, so the like Great Heathen Army, when it landed in England, kind of gets reinforced gradually like over a few years. But it like is in England for way over, I think it's like a decade or something like that. It's in England for a long, long time. Like just raiding and all sorts of other stuff. There you go, Javi's going in. They'll get a good like hit on some of those axemen there. And they're now going in. They're going to throw a second wave of Javies. Yeah, they got some pretty good hits there as well. But yeah, so it's a really, really cool like period. And obviously, being a big fan of the series of the Vikings, like I had to obviously show off the Great Heathen Army and like do a Great Heathen scenario. It's a really cool period. And obviously, yeah, like the characters like Ivar the Boneless, Bjorn Ironside, like Uber. You have all sorts of like famous Vikings, many of them sons of Ragnar, that are like take part in this. And you've got famous people like Alfred the Great on the other side. I mean, Alfred. This isn't like this is just a random battle, like the Great Heathen Army took part in, because there was loads. They had like dozens of battles with the Vikings and the Saxons against each other. And you can see the center here is kind of crumbling for the Saxons. These axes are just getting rinsed by these Huskarls at the moment. These Huskarls are so nasty. I did say they'd have to watch out for them. Just axes versus axes. I mean, there's going to be so many beheadings in this duel here. It looks like they've broken them. There you go. They broke those guys. Now they're into the archers if they want to. They're actually going to send in Javis to try and slow this unit down, just to kind of like maybe just pin them down so they can carry on firing like arrows into them. That might be the idea. Who knows? But over on this side, it's starting to go in our favor. We're starting to flank around here. You can see this this flank has been broken, and now we can kind of encircle the remains of this force over on this side. I was actually really worried because my units were losing for quite a long time here. But now we're getting I've got my general in here, which is a really nice unit. I'll just zoom in on the unit. I love this unit so much. Looks like a typical Viking unit should. Looks really, really cool. They're now engaged against the general. It's my general versus theirs. He is surrounded though. He is very much surrounded. He's still these two units here are losing. The general's still taking men down with him. We've broken the units over here. These berserkers were just so hard to kill. And we've actually broken this left flank. But over here on this side, they've actually kind of destroyed each other. They battered each other quite a bit, and they're now setting up for a second line. I'd say the Vikings have ever so slightly got more men. See, the berserkers are already going in. They just out of control. Can't be controlled by the player, and they're just going in. They're going in and finding the nearest Saxons to kill. Chopping them down. Javi's going in as well. Those spear folk just blocking them, but they're breaking now. Those berserkers are going to carry on. Look at those madmen. There's only 17 of them left. They are mad. And you can see that the next line has been set up. We've got these pretty fresh swords all holding the line right now. These guys have got to withstand the Viking hordes. Brace men for Christendom. In they go. The Vikings just slamming on into the shield wall. Looks awesome, it really does. But yeah, this is where the last real fight is taking place now. You can see the balance of power. The army started dead even on troops, but the Vikings have been able to turn it around quite considerably. 4,000 against 1,200 at this point. They are very much up against the Saxons. But this is unfortunately the weaker of the Saxon factions. This is the more Germanic Saxons. The Isaics that I initially would plan to use are the Anglo-Saxons. They're a lot more strong. They have much more stronger swords. But unfortunately, some of the players don't have the DLCs which you need for for the mod to play some of the factions. It's a real shame. I feel like you shouldn't have to rely on DLC to play a mod fully. But that's how it is. You can see we've got some light axes that are flanking around these guys. Even though they're lights, they're axes. They'll do a lot of damage. And I'm going to go back in this general. This general is really nasty to kill. In he comes. Brace, men. In they go. And it looks like the Vikings are going to destroy this Saxon army. You can imagine the Saxon army, something like King Attila or something like that. That's that'd be really, really cool. Obviously, King Attila, decisively lost his battle, and he was then blood-eagled by the sons of Ragnar, apparently, which is a very bad way to go, being blood-eagled. If you've not seen Vikings, then I won't explain it. Go and watch Vikings, and you can see what a blood eagle is. But these units barely holding on. Look at this thin line here. And that one's unit's broken. But I mean, and there you go, enemy general dead. I think that was me just killing off that final general over there. These units are just being surrounded and killed. That's just how they got killed off. But yeah, this is a really cool map. I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to try it out for other scenarios as well. Or just for other custom battles. Because it's a really fun map to play on. And it's very... even though there's loads of rivers and you think, oh, it's just going to be really choke pointy. It's really not. It's just basically you fighting over just about anywhere. The rivers are just really there for aesthetic. Because really, like I said, you can just cross anywhere. It's just like a normal land battle. with a few like raised areas. I imagine the rivers like do affect like charge bonuses and whatever, but I'm not really sure exactly. But look at this, the general in here is still winning decisively, or winning anyway. It's madman. These Vikings are gonna have to kill a lot of Saxons if they want to. Oh no, sorry, the Saxons are gonna kill a lot of Vikings if they want to win this one though. And a lot of Vikings though going to Valhalla. Over 5,000, I think. Going to, yeah, over 5,000 Vikings going to Valhalla. I mean, some of them will have broken, so maybe they're not all going to Valhalla. There's only like 70 odd Saxons left, and they're all here. Sending in like their skirmishers now, just to surround these guys. They're starting to waver though. I think that's just from army losses and stuff. Yeah, they're sending in archers and stuff. So trying to kill these Saxons. The Saxons are going to keep killing as many of these archers as possible. Look at this guy, Paul, beheading. Another one here, being beheaded. Beheadings galore at the moment. And there you go. The Vikings have won. It was a Pyrrhic victory for the Vikings. They did lose a lot of men. But I feel like Pyrrhic victory might have been a bit of an overstatement. I think it was a close victory, certainly. I lost most of my army, though. I had, like, no units left fighting against my opponent. But yet, this was a Viking victory, and then the great heathen army will continue to invade England and will burn and pillage until they are full. And yeah, we'll quickly have a look at some of the end results here. So yeah, I was playing as Sviar here, as I mentioned. My general getting 98 kills and like had no deaths in his unit is really, really good. My spear's getting 113 kills. Swords here, like a weak sword unit, getting 126. Like my middle tier swords getting 155. I think the best one, my most like my berserkers did quite well, 271 kills and 129. These guys did really well. My most elite swords did really, really well though. Apart from this one getting 57, 238, 287. Got some solid kills. These ones didn't not do too bad either. They got a lot of men left as well. I sent these guys in like in the final wave. And then I have my axes here, which did okay. I mean, these two didn't do that great, but 139, 143. They got out like matched by any other axes that were on the battlefield, because these guys just aren't that great. Then we've got the heroes of the Greeks playing as Denmark, with his swords here getting 153 kills, 238 with his swords here. His like heavy swords like mine getting 180 kills. His light axe is actually getting a lot of kills, 424 kills for these guys. They did insanely well. His like more heavier axe is getting 194. His berserker axe unit getting 225 kills, and his Viking band getting 104 kills. Again, like showing that these guys are okay, but they're not as good as like these guys. And then the archers over here, 97 kills. Not too bad for them, and they're really cheap archers. Then we have Mythic Geek playing as Yotar. His spears getting 154 kills. His herdman getting 216 kills. Actually did very well. His swords here getting 168, 170. His Huskarls getting 325, 261. Got some really good kills. All dead, by the way. And then his more elite Huskarls here getting 314 kills and 282. And they have so many men left. And the other one got 243 and had like no men left. And these skirmishes did really nothing really. And then we have Runic Warlord over here playing as one of the Saxon armies. His general getting 165 kills. His spears got overwhelmed, as most of the spears did in this game. His swords not doing too great either. His berserker's got 216 kills. His axe is getting 232. And his archers 194 kills. And his skirmishers getting 56 kills. Then we have Cupidance playing as another one of the Saxon armies. 340 kills for his general. Insane. His sword's getting 93 kills. His berserker's getting 275. His Saxon like axe is getting 243. His like more heavy axes, his Wigant getting 241, and his skirmish is getting 117 kills. Some good kills there. Then Premsil with his Saxon army getting 153 kills with his general. His sword's getting 105. Probably the best like return there from any of the sword units. His Berserker's getting 215 kills, and his axe is getting 23, 325. Look at the amount of axes he had. I had to face a lot of axes in that game. It was a nasty, nasty fight. And then, the Javi's getting 70 kills, so not too bad there. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this scenario. It's kind of like just a little fun scenario I did. And the great heathen army of the Sons of Ragnar continues southwards, burning the rest of England. If you'd like to see some more like sort of Viking scenarios, then do let me know in the comments. I would be more than happy to do some more. They're really, really fun to do, and I do love the period. But yeah, if you enjoyed, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And don't forget to join the Discord as well. Link is down below in the description if you want to get involved in some battles. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.